The number of veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder has almost tripled since 2007, the midpoint of the Afghan war. Documents obtained by CBC News through Access to Information show 8 years ago there were under 5,000 diagnosed cases of veterans with PTSD. That number has soared to 14,000 plus vets, and the number is expected to jump even more.
I would argue that there's probably an awful lot more. Percentage-wise, I think we're probably scratching the surface, to be honest. I think we're probably catching less than 50% of them.
The defense minister says the government knows about the increase and has committed resources to deal with it.
And we are encouraging members of the military and veterans to seek help, not to bury this.
Veterans say it's not likely many more vets will seek help unless the red tape at Veterans Affairs is slashed.
When you start dealing with the mental health side of things, and you're talking about a guy who all he wants to do is go lock himself up in a hole in the bottom of the house, basement of the house somewhere, and to be left alone, you can't throw him a pile of paperwork and expect him to do anything with it.
Veterans Affairs did not respond to questions about frustrations many vets have complained about when they try to get help, but the Veterans Ombudsman did.
The process should be simple and fast and open and transparent. This is what we've been calling for.
There is a growing concern over the number of veterans who have committed suicide in recent years. Veterans groups say that won't change unless Veterans Affairs changes.
Because if we do not, the consequences will be catastrophic. There will be more men and women added to the roll of honor as far as suicide is concerned.
Dr. Mark Johnston says the military is very good at planning for war, but not its fallout.
So you can cost out your tanks and your trucks and your personnel costs at the time, and that's great. But where is the costing for, okay, if it's costing us $10 billion now, it's going to cost us another $10 billion over the next 20 years. And until we start doing that, we're going to keep making the same mistakes, and I'm going to be finding people. I'm going to be having this conversation 20 years from now.
And if that is not corrected, the number of PTSD cases could continue to soar, and so could the consequences. Stephen Puttycombe, CBC News, Halifax.